Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the shakes that I use in most of my edits. As you can see here, I have my clips time remapped with some basic scale transitions. So first thing you want to do is add an adjustment layer to your clip and then trim it to the length of your clip. And then you're going to go 5 frames before the end of your clip and add S_shake. You want to set the amplitude to 0, set your frequency to 5, your Z-dist to 0.4, and then adjust your X, Y, and Z just like mine. And then finally your tilt from anywhere 4 to 6. Then you want to keyframe your Z-dist. At the end of your clip, set your amplitude to 4 and set your Z-dist to 0.3. Then you want to keyframe both and ease it. Then follow my graphs. Something like that. And then for Z-dist, something like this. Then you want to adjust the seed of your shake so that it looks smoother. Something like that. Then you want to set another adjustment layer in your second clip and then trim it to the length of your clip. Then you want to duplicate it, add S_shake, adjust your frequency to 2.3, and then adjust your amplitude to 1.34, whatever. Then you want to adjust your X and Y just like this, and then your Z slightly. Move to the end of your clip and set your amplitude to 0. You want to ease your keyframes and graph it just like me. Perfect. Then you want to add S_shake on this one. Change your frequency to 5.4. Change your frequency to 2. And then again change the Z-dist to 0.4. Then you want to adjust your X and Y similar to mine. Change your tilt. Then go 3 frames before the end of your clip and set it to 0. Then you want to ease your graph and then make a graph similar to mine. Then I'm going to change the seed and scale in my adjustment layer under this one to remove the borders. If you'd like, you can lower or higher the frequency based on how you like it. And then again change the seed. Now for my fake zoom here, I'm gonna add 2 new adjustment layers and then do a similar process to my shakes before. So I'm gonna make my frequency 2.2 again, change the frequency to that, adjust my X and Y, and my Z. Then go to the end of my clip and set it to 0. Easy ease my keyframes, and then adjust the graph accordingly. And then it should look like that. Then add another S_shake. Adjust your amplitude to close to 2. Go 4 frames back. Set it to 0. Go 3 frames from the end and set it to 0. Then you want to set your frequency anywhere between 3 and 5. Then you again want to scale up your adjustment layer to remove the borders, just like that. You want to adjust your X, your Y, your Z, and then finally your tilts. Then I'm going to change the seed to match my clip. Then I'm going to easy ease my keyframes and then make my graph just like this. And then your clip should look like this. Some effects that I add to smoothen your clips, as the first one will be radial blur. Any one that you prefer. I will be using BCC radial blur. Then I'm going to set my blur amount in the middle of these two clips to 25%. Move 5 frames back. Set it to 0. Then move 4 frames forward and set it to 0 as well. Then easy ease my keyframes and make my graph just like this. And as you can see, it smoothens up my transition. Then the next effect I'll be adding is S_hotspots. In the beginning of your adjustment layer, I'm going to set it to 0. Right here, I'll be setting it to 0.4. The end of your first B tier, set it to 0.1. And then finally at the end, send it to 0. Then you want to easy ease your keyframes and follow my graph. Then your clip should look like this. Then I'm going to be adding some 1-framers in between my 2 clips. So I'll be adding 4 at the start of my clip and then 4 as well at the end of my first clip. So the first one I'll be adding is tint, then exposure, and displacement map, and then finally glitchify. Then I'll set the blending mode to hue and then add a camera lens blur, just like that. Then at the start of my clip, tint again, then exposure, then finally some signal. Then with the 1-framers, your clip should look like this. Perfect. Then I'm gonna add some blurs in between my clips. Then in between my beats, I'm gonna set the amplitude or blur radius to 25. And then at the ends of my adjustment layers, I'm gonna set the blur radius to 0. Easy ease. And then follow my graph. Perfect. Then on this one, do the same thing. And then you will see with the blur, it will add this effect on your one framers. All you have to do is just scale up the adjustment layer. And then it should go away. And then at the end, your clip should look like this. And then finally, you just want to make some adjustments to your shakes and settings until they look perfect to you. And then with your adjustments, your clip should look like this. And that's it. Thanks for watching.